Welcome to Half Double Crochet. Let's crochet together. Today I want to crochet this beautiful rose blanket that you can turn into a rose bouquet. So you always have some roses at home. Let's start. You'll need 3 different colors of yarn. You'll need the white yarn for the actual blanket, and I used 2 balls of yarn. And then you need the green yarn for the rim, and then the rose-colored yarn for the roses. And then of course a crochet hook, and I used a 5mm hook. We'll start with a magic ring. You wrap the yarn around 2 fingers, insert the hook into the loop, grab the yarn, twist the hook to create a small loop, grab the yarn from the outside and pull through that small loop. And this is your magic ring. Then we will start with 2 chains. So you yarn over and pull through. This is a chain. Yarn over and pull through, and then we will continue with some double crochets. You yarn over, insert the hook into your magic ring, grab the yarn, then you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and this is a double crochet. After each double crochet, chain 1, and we will repeat this for 11 times. Yarn over, insert the hook, grab the yarn, you have 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then chain 1. We want 12 double crochets and 12 chains for this round. Then we can pull on the shorter end of our yarn and our magic ring will close. To finish off this round, we want to insert the hook into the first double crochet that we did in this round. Grab the yarn and pull through, and now we have connected the 2 ends with a slip stitch. Now each round will start by chaining 2. So yarn over and pull through, and one more time. And then we want to increase for each double crochet that is before a chain. So here you can see the double crochet before the chain, so we will increase in this double crochet. Yarn over, insert the hook, grab the yarn, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and now we will yarn over, insert the hook into the same stitch and work a second double crochet, and this is an increase. After each increase comes a chain. Then skip the chain, go to the next double crochet, and we will increase in that double crochet as well. So we will work 2 double crochets on top of that. After each increase comes a chain 1. We will repeat this until we have done the second round. So on top of each double crochet of the former round, we will increase. After each increase, we will chain 1. And at the end of each round, we will connect the 2 ends by doing a slip stitch into the first double crochet of the current round. And then we'll start again. Here you can see the double crochets in between the chains, and this is one sector. So for each sector you will do a double crochet on top of each double crochet, except the last double crochet before the chain. There you will increase. We start each round by chaining 2, then yarn over, insert the hook into the first double crochet of the former round. We will do a double crochet on top of that. And then the next double crochet of the former round is the double crochet before the chain. So here we will increase. So not only 1 double crochet, but a second one. And this is the increase. And after each increase, we chain 1. And then we have made this sector larger. Let's go to the next sector. Here we can see 2 double crochets. So we will put a double crochet on top of the first double crochet in here, and then the next double crochet of the former round is the one before the chain, so this is where we will increase. So here is the increase, and after each increase we will chain 1. We will continue with this pattern for this round, so we'll always do a double crochet, increase into the next stitch, and then chain 1 until we've reached the end of the round. At the end of each round we will do a slip stitch into the first double crochet of the current round. And then we start again. Chain 2, have a look at the sector. Here we can see 3 double crochets in the sector. We do not count the chains. We will do a double crochet on top of each double crochet of the sector, and in the last double crochet in here we will increase. After each increase we will chain 1. So let's do the double crochets. We will do a double crochet on top of each double crochet. Here comes the second one. And on top of the last double crochet before the chain, we will increase. After the increase, we'll chain 1. And then we will repeat this 11 times. Let's have a look at the next sector. Here you can see 3 double crochets. So we will do 2 double crochets, and on top of the last double crochet before the chain, we will increase. This is the first one. Here comes the second one. And then here comes the increase. After the increase, I will chain 1. You can work with this pattern until your blanket has the size that you want it to have. I used 2 balls of yarn for my blanket, but you can go as large as you like. And we finish each round off with a slip stitch. Let's do one more round together. We start by chaining 2. We have a look at the sector. We do not count the chains. Here you can see 4 double crochets. So we will do 3 double crochets and then increase here on top of the last double crochet before the chain. And then we will repeat this 11 times. So let's do our first double crochet on top of the first double crochet of the former round. Here comes the second one, and then a third. And here comes the last double crochet before the chain. So here I know I will have to increase. After each increase, we'll chain 1. So just continue in this rhythm until you have the size that you want, and then we will continue with the green yarn. So this is how my blanket looks like now. I only need to finish off with a finishing knot. So in the end, I simply yarn over and pull through, and then we are done with the white yarn. We take our green yarn now and we start with a slip knot, and then we will do a single crochet. We can start at the random place, hold down the shorter end of your yarn with your middle finger, insert the hook, grab the yarn and pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through, and this is a single crochet. And now you can let go of the shorter end of your yarn. Now we will chain 2, yarn over, pull through 1 and 2. We will skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, insert the hook into the next stitch, and we will do another single crochet. And then again, chain 2, 1, 2, skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, insert your hook into the next stitch, and do a single crochet. We will continue like this until we have done one round with the green yarn. When you've done one round with the green, connect the two ends with a slip stitch. So insert your hook into the first single crochet of your current round, grab the yarn and pull through, and then you're done with the first round. We will continue with our green yarn. Insert your hook under this space here, grab the yarn, pull through. You have two loops, yarn over and pull through. This is a single crochet. We will do 2 more single crochets into that space. Here comes the third one. And into the next space, we will crochet a little leaf. We will start the leaf by inserting the hook into the single crochet here. Grab the yarn and pull through. This is a slip stitch. And then we will yarn over, insert the hook into the space, grab the yarn, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. This is a half double crochet. Then we will do a double crochet. So yarn over, insert the hook here, grab the yarn, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now we will do a triple crochet, yarn over twice, insert the hook, grab the yarn. You have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we will chain 1, and then we will repeat all those stitches in the other direction. So a triple crochet, a double crochet, a half double crochet, and then a slip stitch into the next single crochet here. Insert the hook, grab the yarn and pull through. And then you will repeat all of this until you reach the end of your round. So here into the next space I will do 3 single crochets. And then a leaf. So into the single crochet here I will do a slip stitch, and into the space here I will do a half double crochet, a double crochet, a triple crochet, chain 1, a triple crochet again, a double crochet, a half double crochet, and then a slip stitch into the single crochet here. Now you have 2 leaves and you have that space in between for the rows. Repeat this until you've done 1 round. In the end we can finish this off with a slip stitch into the first single crochet of the current round, and then we are done with the green yarn. So now our blanket looks like this. We have these cute little leaves as a rim for our blanket, and we can continue with our pink yarn for the rose. We will start with a slip knot, and then we will chain 12. So yarn over and pull through. This is a chain, and we will need 12 chains for our rows. When we've chained 12, we will skip the last chain, insert your hook into the next chain, grab your yarn. You have 2 loops, yarn over and pull through. This is a single crochet. And then into the next chain, you'll do the same, a single crochet, and we will do a single crochet for each chain until we reach the other end. When we've reached the other end, we will chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then turn your work, and we will continue with some double crochets. Yarn over, insert your hook into the last single crochet of the former row, and you'll do a double crochet, and then yarn over and do a second double crochet into the same single crochet. Then yarn over, insert your hook into the next single crochet, and in here we will do 3 double crochets. So this is my first one, then yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch and do a second double crochet, and then we'll do a third double crochet, and we will do this for each single crochet until we reach the end of the row. We will do 3 double crochets into each single crochet. When we've reached the other end of our row, we will chain 3, 1, 2, 3, insert your hook into the last single crochet in here, and we will do a slip stitch. And then a finishing knot, and then leave some yarn for the sewing. And then you take your rose and you roll it so that it looks like a rose, and so that it's quite tight, and it should look something like this. And then you can take one of the ends and insert it into a darning needle, and we will do some stitches on this side of the rose to be sure that it's tight and that it won't open up. So 1 stitch in one direction and then 1 stitch in the other direction, and then you can see and control if you can pull anything out. Then we do a knot with the 2 ends, and then your little rose looks like this. Then take your darning needle again and insert both ends of your yarn, and you can sew your rose onto your blanket. We'll do a rose between 2 leaves. So insert your darning needle here where we did the 3 single crochets, and you can sew your rose onto your blanket with 2 or 3 stitches. In the end, you can hide your yarn in the rose and then just cut off the excess yarn. You will do that for each space until your blanket looks like this. And then you have a beautiful rose blanket that you can turn into a beautiful rose bouquet. I hope you have fun crocheting.